Hey Frag fam, what is going on? I hope you guys are doing well today. Elliot here. Welcome back to the Fragrance Well. So I got reached out to from a brand called Vitabella Perfumes, and they are a small niche indie house, and they wanted me to review a couple of their fragrances. Or should I say he wanted me to review a couple of his fragrances. Guy's name is Sebastian, has a small house, makes his own fragrances, and also happens to be a content creator as well. His fragrance channel is Top Notes Perfumes, if I'm not mistaken. Let me make sure I got that right. I don't want to tell you guys the wrong thing. It is just Top Notes Fragrance. Sorry about that. Top Notes Fragrance is his channel, but he does make his own perfumes, and it's called Vitabella Perfumes. He has sent me a couple of his offerings and wanted me to talk about them on the channel, and I said sure, absolutely. So the two we have today is going to be Uomo, which I believe he said this one is his best seller so far, and this other one is Alabaster. So I have not opened these yet. You can see like the closed seal is still on there, so I'm gonna pop them open right here on the channel, get my first impressions on them, and I'll talk about them. If you guys are familiar with this house or with that content creator in particular, feel free to share your thoughts on the fragrances, and if you are watching his content and watching mine as well, awesome. If not, feel free to go check out his stuff. Looks like he actually does some videos where he talks about making fragrances, and that might be some interesting content to check out. So we're gonna go over these two fragrances, and that's gonna be what this video is about. So let's go ahead and get it started. But before we do, as always, please remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and please hit that bell icon, enable notifications so you can be notified when I upload new videos. Let's get into it. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into it. Let's just go ahead and do Uomo first, just because it's the first one I grabbed. So I already kind of broke the seal, so we'll go ahead and pop it open. Let's see what we got here. We're looking at it at the same time here, if I can get it off without dropping it. Okay, there we go. Sits in the container as such, and this is a 50 milliliter bottle. Let's see here. Is there any other information on here that's relevant? This is an eau de toilette for those that kind of care about that, and that's pretty much the gist of it. So we'll just go ahead and set that aside here. Let me go ahead and show you the whole bottle. I like the design here, kind of reminiscent of a Dior style bottle, but feels solid. I like the build, and is this a magnetic? It is a magnetic cap also. That's neat. Okay. Oh wow, I could already kind of get a whiff of it as soon as I opened it. So we'll go ahead and dive into it. Well, let me just go ahead and spray it. Let's see here. Come on. There we go. Nice atomizer. Okay. For those of you guys who like cherry, there's cherry in this. Let's see. Cherry. Is that oud? Might be like oudy like characteristic. I'm getting kind of that resinous, woody characteristic. There may be some citrus notes, just adding a little bit more brightness to this. I wonder if I'm getting like a touch of leather or something of that nature. I'll tell you what, if you're a fan of cherry fragrances, which really seem to be popping off right now, that has been a very popular point of emphasis on a lot of fragrance releases, like from this year and last year. This one will sit right with it. I would say quality wise, I'm not disliking anything I'm getting my nose on right now. Smells really good. I would just say you need to be a fan of like those cherry type fragrances. If you like something like Lost Cherry, or I always forget the one from Mind Games that has the cherry in it. So I don't want to say the wrong one, but I know you guys are probably familiar with one. So you know which one I'm talking about. Put it down in the comments below if you know which one I'm talking about, because I don't want to say the wrong one. And I'm not about to look it up right now. So yeah, this is a really good cherry fragrance with some slight woody, leathery characteristics is what I'm kind of getting to my nose. I think this smells pretty good, honestly. Let me look it up on the website. Let's see if there's any other, information like notes. Oh, look, I looked at the picture now. You can see cherry. Let's see here. Okay, top notes, black currant, cherry. Middle notes, jasmine, cloves, and base notes, labdanum, oud, and musk. This smells good, man. I'm like, I can still just kind of smell it in the room right now. This is solid. If you are a fan of those cherry fragrances, I think you will like this one. Oh, by the way, price point, he's selling it for 80 bucks for 50 mils. Given what is here, I mean, I'd say that's a good deal, frankly, because I feel like a lot of those really good cherry fragrances, they charge a lot of money for. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, outside of like, you know, the clone fragrances and stuff like that. And now I'll be honest, I'm not 100% familiar with Lost Cherry. I know the smell, but I'm not like, I've never like worn it and gotten to know it. So is this really, really similar to Lost Cherry? I don't think so, because I don't remember Lost Cherry having like the oody and resinous characteristics. I don't remember Lost Cherry having that, but I could be wrong. Somebody let me know. And I do know the one that's from Mind Games everybody likes does not really smell like that. It has some other stuff going on. So if you like cherry fragrances and you want to get yourself another one, I would say this is a good one to check out. So once again, from Vitabella Perfumes, this one is called Uomo. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and move on to the other one. It's called Alabaster. It's the same bottle. It just has the different name on it, and I've already broken the seal, so I imagine the bottle does look the same. So it looks exactly the same. So it's the same bottle. It's just got the appropriate name on it. Juice color's different too. Oops, sorry. Juice color is different too, so you know it's a different fragrance, or at least it should be. Man, you can smell this one from the atomizer too. That reminds me of something, but I'm blanking on what it is. But anyway, let's go ahead and spray it. Here we go. Okay, couple sprays there. All right, so I bet you there's some apple in this. There's like a juicy apple kind of note, if not something else. That's just kind of the first thing that comes to mind. Definitely some florals in this. Could be some mint in this too. I don't know if that's mint I'm smelling, but I'm getting that kind of refreshing green kind of smell. Probably some vanillic notes or tonka bean or something of that nature. There's something that's sweetening it up a little bit. And there may also be some musk. I feel like I'm getting a lot of musk in this. Yeah, I get like fruity, minty, floral, probably white florals, maybe some jasmine in here. This smells nice as well. This one might lean maybe a little bit more feminine, but a man certainly can rock this. But yeah, I get more of a minty kind of characteristic. At least that's what I'm getting first impression wise off of my nose. So let's go ahead, and also quality, no different with this one. This is some quality juice as well. So let me go ahead and open up the page for this one as well. I was right on a couple of things. It's actually not apple, it is pear. And I gotta say, it is juicy. Yeah, so it's not apple, it is pear. And they also got coconut and jasmine. I didn't really get, that might come out better on skin, because I can see there being coconut, but that didn't really stick out to me as much on the strip. But the jasmine, yeah, that made sense to me. Okay, tonka bean, cedarwood, vanilla, white musk for the base notes. Again, I said that kind of felt like that was definitely the base for this fragrance. So this one's a pear fragrance. Seems like Sebastian likes to use the fruits, if you will, for some of his fragrances. So yeah, pear, coconut, jasmine. So you could say this one is probably a good warmer weather offering with a little bit of a vacation, festive, beachside vibe. Doesn't really smell straight up like a beach fragrance, but I will tell you this much, me living in Florida, I would wear this to the beach. 100%. So I would say Uomo would probably make sense to me as the one that's a little bit more popular, just because that cherry, you know, fragrance trend is really on and popping right now. But this one is nice as well. I really like this one too. I'll tell you what, I like both of these. Thank you, Sebastian, for giving me the chance to smell these. You got some good stuff here, man. I gotta give you your props. This stuff smells really, really great. Now again, if these are kind of based off of anything, I don't, you know, really know what they may be. This one here is a style. I've certainly smelled stuff like it before, but I wouldn't say I've smelled this exactly. And like I said, the Uomo, you know, it may put you in the mind frame of something like a Lost Cherry, but I can't say that that smells exactly like Lost Cherry. That's just not what I remember about the scent. But Alabaster right here, I like this one too. If you like those softer white floral fragrance with a bit of a fruity touch and a beachy kind of vibe with a little bit of coconut, but not too much, it's not overbearing, at least off of the strip, then I would say this one here would be one worth checking out if you like fragrances like that as well. I've got some fragrances that do have those characteristics, so I like this. I like Uomo. I actually don't have any cherry fragrances yet, so, you know, Uomo, I guess, can be the first one. So anyway, yeah, both of these fragrances, we'll just go ahead and wrap up the video here. I think both of these are excellent fragrances, and again, that one is also $80. So there, it looks like $80 is pretty much the price point for maybe most of the fragrances, if not just that one. But yeah, anyway, Vitabella Perfumes. Again, perfumer's name is Sebastian, brand owner named Sebastian, and he also has a YouTube channel as well, Top Notes Fragrance. Feel free to check it out. Check out these fragrances, guys. These are really good. You know, I'm not getting paid to say this. He just sent them to me and said, give your thoughts. I really like these. These are really good. I think these are very well done, and the price point, you really can't argue with that for what you're getting. These are excellent fragrances. So those are my thoughts on this. Let me know down in the comments below if you've already checked these out, what you think of them. And that is going to wrap it up for today's video. So thanks again for watching all the way into the end. I really do appreciate you guys. I'm going to go get my hair cut now, and please remember to be well and smell well, and I'll see you in the next episode of The Fragrance Well. Have a good one.